Hi everybody, I'm back. It's funny because they're butter knives and Wolverine, so ah. Hey, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. This is our X-Men Days of Future Past movie review, and I'm going to tell you the good and I'm going to tell you the bad. And my reviews are non-spoilerific, so don't worry, the movie will not be spoiled for you. If you've already seen it, comment below and let me know what you thought about the movie yourself. I like to have a conversation between me and the audience, so you know what? The more I get feedback I get from you, the more I can improve and the more I can make videos like this. So let's start off with the review. Let's start off with the good. And the good about this movie is the cast. They got both the first class cast from 2011, then they got the original trilogy cast from the early thousands. And I gotta say, what I love most about this is they equally split up time for both casts. You didn't see too much of the original trilogy cast. You didn't see too much of the first class cast. You got an equal balance. And for a movie with a large cast like this, it's hard to keep the attention to both casts in order to equally develop character. But since you already are attached to the original X-Men cast, I feel like it's very pleasing, so you don't feel cheated out of any new development. And since you already got a taste of the first class cast, you know them somewhat, but it only makes this movie better because it gives extra backstory to the people that we already know. What I like about this, another good thing about the good in this movie is the acting. Everybody takes it serious. It's like the gravity of the situation. As an audience member, you can feel it, and everybody was taking it serious. It's not like other Marvel movies where it's joke every minute. There are jokes to add a little bit of levity to it, but I really enjoy seeing these characters once again, and I really enjoy the fact that you have all these actors, all these great actors involved, taking it serious, and not for a minute did I think, oh, that's Patrick Stewart, or oh, that's Ian McKellen, or oh, that's Hugh Jackman. I thought these were the characters. And that's another credit to the directing. This is not just Bryan Singer's return. This is Bryan Singer's triumphant return. He came back and he brought something, that was lacking in the last few X-Men movies. And I'm talking about X-Men Origins and X-Men The Last Stand. He directed the first two movies and they were great. They were praised. They captured the X-Men. He had all this going for it. And then Brett Ratner got involved and he made X-Men The Last Stand, and he kind of, for lack of a better term, messed it up. And Bryan Singer had to come back. He had to come back. He had to right the wrongs, and thank God that he did. Another good that I felt that this movie had was pacing. The pacing was great. It felt like I was watching X-Men 2 all over again. That movie came out when I was 12, and it just felt like I was in that theater again, and I was just enjoying that movie all over again. You hear the music, the original X-Men theme music in the background, and you're jacked, you're pumped. You're in, you're in this world again, and it's really, really cool, and that's another thing. They got the original composer, John Altman, involved in this movie, and that just added to the stakes. The music, music can really make or break a film. I'm looking at you, Spider-Man 2. There's not really that much bad I can really say about the movie. Other than Peter Dinklage, he was kind of underutilized, and I know there's a lot of Game of Thrones fans that probably was going to see the movie because of him. Like I said, it's a good performance, but it's kind of one-dimensional, and I really wish I could see more from Peter Dinklage. You know what? Another problem that I've had with this movie, it actually stems from the first movie, is, well, X-Men franchise, can you kind of please, just think about it, maybe you can jot this down, but can you kind of please stop killing black people with explosions? I mean, seriously, the last one, Kevin Bacon put a little bomb in the guy's mouth and he blew up. And then, you know what, I ain't gonna spoil it, but I'm just gonna say, come on, X-Men, come on, you can spare a brother, hook a brother up. You don't have to blow him up. That's all I'm gonna say. Overall, this movie's a fun experience. It's actually a really good movie, and I think that it's a great time to see it with the family, and it's a wonderful experience. It's probably the best X-Men movie in the franchise. Before that was X-Men 2. I think Bryan Singer, whew, good job, man. That third act, that's just one big to Brett Ratner. I think that, it right the wrongs of the past, and it is a really, really well done, well thought out, well planned movie. So I think, honestly, I'm going to give this movie a perfect 10 out of 10. Like I said, there's like only really one major flaw that I have, but honestly, that's just nitpicking. I have to nitpick to find something wrong with this movie. There's nothing wrong with this movie. This movie is probably the best movie of the summer so far. Yeah, so I'd say spend the $10 to $12 and go see it. 3D, doesn't really matter. It's just a good movie, and just go out and see it. And look out for my top 5 moments in the film. That's going to be in my spoiler review. That's going to be posted tomorrow. Remember, like, subscribe, and comment below if you disagree. If you do agree, just come on. Let's have a little conversation. Thank you for your time. Great hats, great movies, making movie reviews.